Hey YouTube, this is Amber with Skyway Acquisition Solutions. We're a management consulting firm that helps federal contractors. Our team is a unique blend of former contracting officers and industry folks. We bring many years and a wide variety of experience, allowing us to provide the best support to help you succeed in federal contracting. This video series is the Skyway Spotlight. Each video you will learn more about our team members and what makes Skyway so special. Let's get started with today's episode. All right, so today I have Tim Griggs with me, and we're going to get to know the what and the why. And the first question for you, Tim, is why did you decide to become a contracting officer?
So I was a newly minted major in the Army, and I didn't want to spend 10 more years doing the things that I've been doing for the last 10 years. To my mind, the Army is really fun as a junior officer, but once you pass that threshold into the field grade ranks, major and above, it's not fun anymore. And it's really important, and I'm very glad there are people who are constitutionally constructed to do it, and they do it very well, better than anybody else on the planet. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to continue to serve. I wanted to finish my career with the Army, but I wanted to find new ways to contribute. And so contracting and the acquisition corps sounded like a way to continue that and still play an important role in our, fight against terror and the two wars we had going on at the time. This was about 2005 when I entered the acquisition corps. And then also there's a whole boatload of after post-career benefits, skill sets, certifications, contacts, experiences that your typical Army retired lieutenant colonel or colonel is not going to get. Seeing a weapon system being from the drawing board to construction, manufacture, fielding, testing, and then placed in the hands of the using community, the soldiers that are fighting the war. That's how I wanted to continue to contribute. And fortunately, I was able to do that through contracting and program management.
Yeah, that was a smart, well thought out plan.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, totally. So with that, in your humble opinion, what is the most important role of a contracting officer?
The contracting officer, in my mind, is kind of the overall project manager for the procurement. There are program managers that need the widget that's being bought. There are the users that actually use the widget that's being bought. There are the finance guys that find the money to buy the widget that's being bought. But it's the contracting officer that has to understand all that. They have to understand what's being bought, why it's being bought, who's going to use it, how long it's going to take, how much it's going to cost, where's the money come from. So to me, the contracting officer is the one indispensable guy in that chain. And he's the most, like I said, he has to be well-versed in all of those disciplines where all those other people, all they need to know is what they need to do. So the contracting officer is really, it's kind of like the catcher on the baseball field. He has to know all the positions and where the ball's going and how the play gets made before the pitch is even pitched, before the ball is even pitched. The contracting officer is just, it's the most empowered position that I found in government. Literally with one signature, a person can sign a contract worth billions of dollars. And that the significance of that is kind of intimidating when you think about it.
Yeah, definitely. The power of the pen and just one person being in control and knowing that there's a lot of responsibility behind that. And like you touched on, there's so many different pieces. So it's not just a willy-nilly, I'm just by for the federal government situation.
Right.
Awesome. So then my last question for today is, what did you like most about being a contracting officer?
What I like most about being a contracting officer is as soon as I had been doing it long enough to kind of understand really my purpose and had to have a best approach to have the way I want to do business, somebody explained to me how permissive the FAR actually is. When you think federal acquisition regulation, you think restraint and constriction. By regulation, you have to do this or you cannot do that. But actually, that's a misinterpretation. The FAR is actually, much like the U.S. Constitution, it's a permissive document, meaning that if the FAR does not say you can't do something, then you have the power and authority to do it. Now, you might get in trouble Your boss might not agree with the way you did it. You might have to account for certain things, but the FAR empowers contracting officers to make business decisions on behalf of the U.S. taxpayer and in the best interests of the U.S. government, and therefore 330 million patriotic Americans. So that's what I really love about being a contracting officer, is that empowerment, that freedom, that sense of responsibility, like you were talking about. It's kind of a trip. It's a rush. When you start signing contracts for your first initial period of signing contracts, it's like, wow. It's like driving a sports car or flying a fighter. I've never flown a fighter jet, but I would imagine it's like flying a fighter jet.
Right, you're making me a little jealous over here. Maybe I should switch careers.
Well, that's the whole intent.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, as always, thank you, Tim. I really enjoyed learning about the what and the why, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Amber. Have a great day.